Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bryndís, and I thought that today I would do a little reading vlog. Today is May 16th, it's Friday, and I'm taking a 3-day weekend off to just do all the things I want to do. I've been very busy lately. I have not had a day off now in almost 3 weeks, so I need a little bit of a me time. I'm kind of in between projects at the moment, so I'm just gonna have a lovely weekend, long weekend. We are having beautiful weather here in Iceland. I live in Reykjavik in Iceland, and it's like 15 degrees out today, sunny, beautiful. So I'm probably gonna go to do something in the garden. I think I'm gonna go to the swimming pool. I can't film there, unfortunately, but I'm gonna do that. I might get some ice cream. I don't know. I'm just gonna have a wonderful day. It's already been wonderful. Slept in. I went and I did bought a couple of things I need kind of for the summer, and now I'm back home and I'm just gonna have such a wonderful weekend. I can't wait for it. But what I also want to do this weekend is I want to read the 2 books that were on my pile of possibilities for May. I only put 2 books on that pile of my TBR because I have not been able to read all the books, basically for March or April. So I figured I'm not gonna put any books on that pile just to basically just for the video, for my, because I love doing the TBR pile of possibility video, but I don't want to be doing those. I didn't want to do that for May just to do it, knowing that I wasn't going to read them. So, or at least not read majority of them. I've just been on an Agatha Christie rereading kick lately. And I thought before I start on the Miss Marple series, which is basically where I'm at the moment, I thought, why not try to read these books that I really want to read and that are on my pile. So the first book which is going to be an audiobook, and that is Mary Barton by Elizabeth Gaskell. Or I hope it's going to be an audiobook. I have it as an audiobook, but I haven't checked if I like the narrator or not. I don't recognize the name. So we will see. But it's Mary Barton by Elizabeth Gaskell. So this is the last book of hers that I own a physical copy of. But obviously she's written a lot of books, so I need to figure out what to read of her when I'm done with this one. But I've been wanting to read this book for a while. So Mary Barton is about this young girl, Mary Barton, who has all of Elizabeth Gaskell's books take place kind of in the mid 19th century in England with the rise of industrialization and the clash between farming culture and industry culture and all of those things. So kind of when the old ways are being abandoned for the new ways, it's always going to be a bit of a struggle for people to get, to get on board, but also to kind of adjust their kind of lifestyle and their, it's very fascinating actually. So, and this is Mary. Mary is a young girl apparently caught between 2 lovers. So probably very dramatic but obviously beautiful and wonderful, like everything that Elizabeth Gaskell writes. So I hope that this is going to be a good audiobook. I will probably, if the audiobook is not good, then I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it because I have another book that I also want to read. So this is The Trouble with Mrs. Montgomery Hearst by Katie Lumsden of the channel Books and Things here on BookTube. And I don't have this as an audiobook, so I'm going to read this, and I really look forward to that. And but I cannot have 2 physical copies on the go at the same time, because that's just gonna be too much for me, especially because I'm still reading The Priory of the Orange Tree. I don't think I've made any progress in April and so far in May. I've just kind of fallen out of the reading physical book mode again, because it's just, I'm reading so much for my PhD that I don't want to come home and read. But now I have a break from that. I'm in between, I'm waiting for feedback. So I have a few days where I don't have to be reading anything academic. I've done most of my grading for work, so I'm not reading a lot in that aspect either. So I'm free from the work reading. So I figure perfect time to do some fun reading, and I really want to read this book. And it's a bit long, 500 almost, 450 pages, but I think I should still be able to finish it in 3 days, I think. I read quite fast. So these are the 2 books that I'm going to be reading in this vlog, and yes, let's get reading, people.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now, just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
So I've been spending the day outside, or the last several hours. It's so nice. It went up to 19 degrees on my phone, at least. We went to the pool, and it was so nice just sitting there. Oh, it's so nice when the sun is out. And even the breeze is warm, or kind of warmish. Like, I can almost never be outside, walking outside dressed like this here in Iceland. You always need something over, because the wind is always cold. But not today, it was beautiful. So I'm taking advantage of it while it lasts. But yeah, we barbecued some hot dogs, and then I sat outside. So I managed to read one chapter before, and then after dinner I read 2 more chapters. So I'm only 3 chapters in, but this book is fantastic. It's so well written, it's so funny and engaging, and I'm already hooked. Like, I was hooked after the first chapter to follow Amelia and her story. And yeah, and there's a very interesting kind of a twist type of a hook there that I was not expecting, and I love it. So I'm gonna probably read a couple more chapters this evening, and then I think when I go to sleep, I'm gonna start to listen to the audiobook for Mary Barton, and we'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow how I feel about it and whether it's a good audiobook or not, because sometimes classical audiobooks are not good. That is, the narrator is not, or not that they're not good, they're just not to my taste. But sometimes they are phenomenal, so I'm hoping it's gonna be phenomenal, because I really want to read this book. But yes, I think I'm just gonna talk to you tomorrow, because I'm just gonna be laying here on the couch reading or, relaxing. So see you tomorrow. I thought I would just give you a little update on the audiobook. And we have the Mary Barton situation. So I started the audiobook and I didn't like it. So I'm not going to be reading this book this time around. I will just have to read it physically eventually. But basically, hi Emma. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Oh, Emma was outside enjoying the sunshine. Oh, were you outside enjoying the sunshine? Oh, yo. She's mad because I left her outside. Bad woman. So I started listening to this book yesterday when I went to bed. And yeah, I only have one edition of the audiobook, and it's narrated by an American man. And this doesn't fit. It's Mary Barton. It feels like it should be narrated by a woman, first of all, because it's obviously her. I don't know. It just feels like that's how it should be to me. And secondly, it's an English novel that takes place in England with all English cast, I think, for most part at least. Why would I want to listen to it in an American accent? So for me, what's very important with the narration is that they are like obviously telling the story, but they are also, it's also like a performance. So if I need the accent of the performance to match the location to a degree at least. So like I listened to the audiobook of The Great Gatsby with an American accent. I know you agree with me, right? You do you? Do you agree? And that fits, right? I listened to The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton in an American accent, and that fit. And Moby Dick, right? Because they are American, or they take place in the US, or whatever. But, hi Emma. Hi. Yeah, I know, I love you too. And so it fits that they would be, in an American accent. If I was listening to an audiobook that takes place in Australia, I would want that to be an Australian accent, right? So, yeah. I only have this one audiobook app. I'm not going to get another audiobook app. I might see if the library has the audiobook. I'm not necessarily sure that they do, but so I'm putting this book aside for now. I will eventually get to it because I'm very keen to read it, but I will probably just have to read it physically, which is fine. I'm just not in the mood to do that because I have the other book, and then I also have The Priory of the Orange Tree, so I don't want to add on any more physical reads. So I thought, okay, let me read the Pickwick Papers, because I really am looking forward to reading that, and I have that as an excellent audiobook. And then I was in my audiobook app, and then I was like, my finger just kind of slipped, and I started to listen to Miss Marple, the first book, The Murder at the Vicarage by Agatha Christie, the first book in the Miss Marple series. Now this one is actually narrated, so I think there were 3 options for me. Last time I read, this is a reread, the last time I listened to this book, it was narrated, I think, by Emilia Fox. There was also Joan Higgins, the actress that actually played Miss Marple. I didn't like her narration style. I didn't like that. So I decided to listen to Richard E. Grant, which is, it actually works because the narrator of the story, for the most part, is the vicar, at the vicarage. So it fits that it's a gay man, like a guy, narrating the book because of that. I'm not 100% sold on him. He's definitely not Hugh Fraser, but I don't think Hugh Fraser narrates any of the Miss Marple books, unfortunately. But it's a good book. It starts, I think I'm about 3 or 4 chapters in. Miss Marple has just barely been introduced, but the way she is kind of sneakily being introduced in little snippets here and there is so well done. I love it. Love how she is introduced. Interesting that I noticed this time around the foreshadowing, that there were like 2 or even 3 people who were, oh, I wish he was dead. Oh, I wish he was dead. I wish he would die. And then, of course, he was murdered. So, very, very intriguing. And I'm really enjoying it. So this vlog is going to be Miss Marple, The Murder at the Vicarage, and then, of course, Trouble with Mrs. Montgomery Hearst. It's still like 18 degrees, or again, 18 degrees, sunshine. Like, what is this country? Like, what happened? It's such a rare thing for us to have such beautiful weather. So I'm obviously taking full advantage of that, for sure. bara. Ég gæti Bettinu. Hann að fara. Amma. So I'm gonna end the vlog now. Emma? We're gonna end the vlog now. So I'm not done quite with the Miss Marple book. I have about an hour and a half left of the audiobook, but I love it. It's so good. This is, as I think I already said, I really love how Miss Marple is introduced. She's just kind of, there's just like these snippets. She's not like, basically not the main character. I mean, they talk about her quite a lot, but she's not like in many scenes, to be honest. But I like how she is introduced as this kind of little bit nosy, gossipy old woman who nobody takes seriously, but then she says something, she will say something, and people will be like, oh, yes, like realizing that she's like making sense. And it's so interesting that she's like the complete opposite of Poirot. Hercule Poirot is like, oh, here I am. Me and my grey cells are here to save the day, and oh, voila, whatever. And, you know, being very, very Poirot. Like, nobody is gonna not know that Poirot is the smartest person in the room, because he's gonna make sure that everybody knows that. Like, but Miss Marple, completely under the radar, but definitely the smartest person in the room, outsmarts the police every time, and absolutely fantastic. So this is a really good introduction to Miss Marple. So if you, I don't know if this is necessarily I think that when I think of, because this is a reread, so when I think back to when I read her for the first time, I actually think that The Body in the Library, or Body in the Library, whatever it's called, The Body in the Library might be probably better than this one. But this one is still very good, and I can 100% recommend it. And yeah, I love how she is introduced as a character. So I'm not done, but I'm starting to remember like the plot or the who done it. It's such a good, like, it's a very typical murder mystery for sure. So there was a murder. A lot of people said, oh, he should be dead, like wanting him dead, and then he ends up dead. And then there are all these red herrings. Oh, it must be this one or it must be that one, and everybody seems to have a motive. But it's just, yeah, it's really well done, and I'm really enjoying it. And then we have The Trouble with Mrs. Montgomery Hearst. So I finished it last night. And this book is so good. I really enjoyed it so much. And I think I already said, I'm so glad that I enjoyed it. First of all, I thought I knew I was going to enjoy it, to be honest. Because Katie's book, like, literary tastes is very similar to mine. And, she likes classics, she likes historical fiction, and, that's what I like. And Elizabeth Gaskell, Jane Austen, all of these things, these are all people that I love as well to read. So I knew that I was going to like the book, but I really loved it. And I'm very happy that I loved it. It was, such a good book. I love the different kind of romances and just the societal things and the commentaries, the humor. It's hilarious. It also made me cry. 5 stars for sure. And all I want to say is that if you watch this video, Katie, which I don't think you will, but if you are watching this video, we need a sequel, right? We need a sequel. We need to know more. I love these characters. I would love to follow them in a, 10-book series for sure. Excellent characters, and you really get to kind of care for them. Yeah, very good. So I've just had an excellent reading weekend, last 3 days. And it's been so lovely also being able to document this perfection of weather that we've been having. I shared a reel on Instagram, because I'm back on Instagram kind of very tentatively though. And I shared a reel that was made by this Icelandic comedian, because people are just like, there is no weather, there is no wind, there is no rain, there is no fog, there is no weather. It's just sunshine and no weather. It's like people in Iceland are just walking around like, what? We don't move quickly, because then it will go away. Like we're gonna scare away the sun. It's been like 20 degrees here in Reykjavik. It is never this nice here. Like 14, 15 degrees, sunny with a cold sea breeze is the norm for summer, right? This is just beyond wonderfulness. And I'm sure it will not last, but I've been enjoying it for sure while it lasts. And just having fun wearing my Spain clothes, as we call it. My Spain clothes. When you go on beach holiday to the Canary Islands or to south of Spain or Greece or somewhere, which is where Icelanders go to get sunshine, because there is no sunshine. Well, there is sunshine here, but there is no warmth. There's no heat. So you're wearing your Spain clothes in Iceland, and it's like May. It's just, oh my God, the world is like, is this Armageddon really? I mean, this is just like so wonderful. But yeah, it's been really nice. And it's been just also nice just to really do nothing except just relax, and it's been such a good break. Very good kind of restarting my brain and my body, really. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope I will be able to get to this video editing so that you will see this video no later than early June. But we'll see. I do know that the next book that I want to read, like physical copy, is going to be the other book by Katie Lumsden, the author of The Trouble with Mrs. Montgomery Hearst. This is her first book that was published. It's called The Secrets of Heartwood Hall. So it's about a governess who is, and a mystery. So it's kind of gothic, I think. So I'm very excited to read that. But yeah. And then I think I will probably just continue on with Miss Marple, because I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. So let me know if you've read any of these books or what you think, and we can try to have a chat in the comments. I know I've not been all that good with commenting and answering comments, but just know that I do see them and I try to like and heart them, but I want to also answer them. But life's just been busy. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into a summer in Iceland, a very unusual summer for sure. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.